Hello, Fantastic Beasts fans! How many of us sighed along with Jacob when he said he wanted to be a wizard? While I don't think our favorite no-mage will uncover secret magical abilities, I do think he will learn some magic in Crimes of Grindelwald. I'm Susan Sipal of Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts to bring you the clues. Join me and other Fantastic Beasts fans here on the Beast Chaser Forum as we uncover the secrets, discover what's coming first, and play along with Rowling's newest game. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you'll be notified when videos post and won't miss out on the next clues. Before we get started, I've got a couple of older theories to update. Earlier this week, new images of the back of an upcoming Funko Popper release that showed the black cat as seen in the Comic-Con trailer. It's indeed a Matago, as we theorized here almost 2 weeks ago. A chupacabra is also pictured, which I find quite intriguing. Also, in new articles from a French site, Melty, and BuzzFeed, it was revealed that the angel statue we've been speculating on since the release of the first trailer in March is indeed a portal. I had the location wrong, as it doesn't go to the underground scene, but rather to the Paris Wizarding Street. I've pinned comments with the new information and links to the articles in the comment sections below both videos. With interviews and images coming out at a faster pace now, you might want to check me out on Twitter at HP for Writers if you haven't already. I keep that feed updated with the latest news until I can do a next video. Now on to the theory. Let me start you off with a bit of backstory that many of you probably know well. Back in the days pre-Deathly Hallows, when Potter fandom was at its peak, there was a fabulous forum on the Leaky Cauldron with a thread that explored all things alchemy in relation to the series. Fans of all ages picked out, mostly in subtext, how key colors, characters, and symbols related to alchemy and its 7 levels, 3 to 4 stages, and various ingredients. The clues were scattered everywhere throughout the text. Thus, we all knew that Harry himself was the primary matter being transformed into the Philosopher's Stone by series end. Although those forums are no longer there, in the description below, I've linked to a comprehensive article still on Leaky written during that time, which gives a great detailed overview. I've also linked to one of my own published in 2004 by Wizarding World Press. I've been picking out some very specific ways alchemy will appear in Crimes of Grindelwald. In fact, it's gotten so long, I'm breaking it into parts. But instead of starting with Flamel, I want to look at Jacob. In a scene that got cut from FB1, Jacob said, "I want to be a wizard," which is something I don't believe will happen. The thing is, you don't have to be a wizard to be an alchemist. History is filled with Muggle alchemists, even of the American no-mage variety. One of the better-known Americans was a man who went by the pseudonym Irenaeus Philalethes, which translates as a peaceful lover of truth. In fact, Philalethes was known for his skill in the construction of alchemy ovens. Bakers have a lot in common with alchemists. They seek to transform simpler ingredients into a more beneficial product. They rely on a good, hot oven to work their recipes. And most importantly, at least according to Jacob, they work to make life better, happier for others. In other words, I don't think Jacob becoming a baker is accidental, nor, as I mentioned before, do I think his role in Crimes of Grindelwald will be as accidental as it was in FB1. The secret of good bread is a truly hot fire, and the way bakers have for centuries gotten that was through blowing air through bellows. I'm guessing, and this fire equipment back there is a bellows that Jacob is quite skilled with. Alchemists were known for their use of bellows as well. If you're going to melt and transmute metals, you need a very hot fire. In fact, because of their frequent use of the bellows, they were nicknamed puffers, which is where Hufflepuff came from. Can't you just see Rowling chuckling as she linked Newt to Jacob through the bellows? And perhaps this potential ability with alchemy is why the focus is on Jacob in this brief scene with Nicholas Flamel, with Newt in the background. I'd bet you anything, when Flamel learns Jacob is a baker, he'll point out their work in common, and perhaps share a few tips of the trade, perhaps share a recipe. In my mind,
This would be the ideal point of entry for Jacob to involve himself deeper into the wizarding world. Now, I may be going out on a limb here, but in a couple of places we've seen Jacob pictured with what looks like an umbrella, both here in the Comic-Con poster and here in his Lego figurine. While I think the most likely association with that umbrella is through his entrance to Newt's home during the rainstorm, as I mentioned in a prior video, I'm wondering if in a dire circumstance the umbrella could be magically used for puffing a fire, or if it might have been enchanted to help him out in a time of need, a la Hagrid. Whatever the purpose of the umbrella, I think Jacob will be called upon to put his budding alchemy skills to the test in a crucial scene, perhaps utilizing the knowledge Flamel shared earlier. Stay tuned to the next upcoming video for more. Also, don't click off yet, as I'm announcing the winner of my giveaway Niffler at the very end. So what do you think? Will Jacob put his baking skills to the test in a magical way? And what do you think is up with that umbrella? Please share your thoughts in the comments. And please check out my new fan shop on Amazon for books and Funko Pops and wands and all things Fantastic Beasts. Congratulations to Wal Does for winning the Noble Niffler from the giveaway on the Comic-Con trailer breakdown video. His comment was selected by a randomizer app I have as a plugin from TubeBuddy on my Creator Studio. This was so easy to operate that I'll do more in the future, so stay tuned.